Aldor roll a perception, and Aerodor roll a perception as well.
Roll perception, you said.
Yeah.
I'm like,
God.
let's go.
Oh, I should have been the one to go tell them.
I pass.
Oh my god.
Okay,
Paying attention to this woman.
Aldor roll a perception, mate.
Eridor's senses are at their peak.
Yeah, that's insane because you had difficulty hearing this because you fumble. You're
Too busy
chilling,
reading his book.
you're chilling on the book, bro. You don't care. You're chilling on the book. You don't care.
Beautiful.
So we'll go to Aerodor. While you're having, it's great. You're performing well. She's responding well. You're on top at the moment. The fire is lit, and it's getting overheating. The sweat is pouring off both of you. You don't have the covers on because it's hot, but you do hear yelling out the door. You can't. You did roll a critical, so you can.
He knows exactly who
You
it
can
is.
find out what's happening. There is guards come in and said, "Kill." Put everyone into their rooms. And it's sounding not nice there. You heard someone shout at a dwarf.
Yeah, I was gonna say I
from
can
where you
hear
are.
the dwarf.
Oh, he critical that, so he had heard all that. So is there anything you want to do with that piece of information?
I am going to continue to clap cheeks.
You continue to clap cheeks there, sir. We'll go to Ariadon. What are you wanting to do? You barricading yourself in that room?
Is Woodbrand awake or is he?
He failed his perception. He's failed his perception, so he's still sleeping.
Okay, I'm gonna take the chest. I'm gonna put it in front of the door.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna go to Woodbrand. I'm basically I'm gonna slap him awake and go, Woodbrand, wake up right now.
If you brought more beer,
Forget the beer. I believe we're all in danger. If we don't get out of this building right now, I believe we're all gonna be hanged by tomorrow morning.
fine.
So inconvenienced.
I was nice and warm in my blanket.
You'll be cold and dead in the grave if we don't get moving.
Well, either
What would
way,
you-
I won't have to deal with your bullshit anymore.
What would you like to do?
I'm just trying to figure.
Let's see.
What the fuck is it picking up?
Is there a guard outside the window?
Outside the window, down where you. So you go over to the window and you check. You see nothing down there on your side.
Okay, because let's see. Is anyone near the window, the adjacent room where everyone else is? Oldoff, and Feindus, and everyone else.
You can't see around there. You can only see out onto the eastern side of your building. But and then the southern side. On the southern side, that's the main entrance. You know that. You don't see any other guards at the main entrance. Down below.
What's the plan? What's going on?
But then you do hear, guards, open up! That's not at your door. You hear that faintly. It sounds like it's further down the hallway. Oldor, you hear this right outside your door.
Basically, we gotta jump out the windows.
Lucky, since I rolled a critical, do I hear this?
No, you don't hear this knocking. It's on the other side.
Well, can I roll to see if I hear them? Because
Yep.
they're yelling it.
Go ahead.
You want us to jump
That's a pass, Chief.
Yeah, you
out
hear
of the
it, you hear it.
window?
Oh, hang on. You're clapping cheeks. One level of... No, you don't hear it.
My ass.
You're clapping cheeks, mate. You don't care what's happening over there.
She's getting into it. She's
All
like,
right, whatever. You know
There's
what? I'm
mo-
not even
there's
gonna argue
moaning
this
happening.
one.
Aerodor, ah.
Woodbrand,
The weird thing is, she never once asked for my name.
Oh, big strong. Oh, big strong.
God,
Oh, big
Dorian.
strong Duradane. Oh, big
Yeah.
strong Duradane. Oh.
Alright.
Jeez.
All right. What are you doing? These two. So we got Aridon. You hear that? What are you doing?
I'm gonna go Woodbrand. I believe they're hunting us. If we don't get out of this, we don't get out of this building right now, I believe we're both going to be dead by we're dead in about 3 minutes.
All right, what do you propose?
Well, considering that the main tavern is filled with guards bent on killing us, the window is our only option.
How high up are we?
You are. You look down and it looks. You're on a second floor, so you're about 3 to 5 meters up. You're estimating.
What's
So
what's that in freedom fractions?
I don't do that. I do normal
High.
things.
It's
so
the
it's high.
second story of a house.
You're
So
on the second
Probably,
story.
it would be the second story of a house, so probably about, I don't know, 10 feet probably.
Yeah, and there is no eaves below you, so it's just a straight drop down.
Grab
Are
mattresses
there
and see
any
if they fit out the
guards?
window.
You don't know these two. You don't see anything outside your 2 windows in your room. What would you like to do?
I'm gonna grab a mattress and I'm gonna see if I can fit it out the window.
It's a straw mattress, so you open the pane of the window and you can squeeze it through. Yes, you do think it's going to fit.
Take them both. I'm gonna push them out and try and see if I can't get them to land one on top of the other.
All right. It's pretty easy. They go straight down. You can get them to land on top of each other or beside each other. So you got some mattresses down there.
I'm gonna pull out one of my silver pieces. I'm gonna turn it Ariadon. Heads or tails?
I'm gonna do something.
I'll come to
Heads.
you in 2 seconds.
I'm gonna flip the coin.
Oh, you're good.
It's just all happening at the same time.
Yeah.
I'm gonna roll a 1d2.
But I just basically when I hear
I don't know which side
knocking,
the
I
coin
want to
flips
just...
on.
Yep. You can roll a perception in that room, see if you can hear them talking.
Okay.
If you want to do something, if you want to interrupt. Yep.
Yeah. It's just if I
Go
heard the
ahead.
knocking, I want to take an action. That's all.
Yep. Go ahead.
Can't
Old
wait
will think about what you're doing too.
this.
So Eridor picked heads, and I flipped the coin. How do we figure that out?
Yeah, he's just sitting
Eridor
there,
picked
not
nothing.
worrying about anything. You know,
Or
just kinda
Ariadon,
hanging
I'm
out.
sorry.
Just hanging
Alright,
out. you know.
Hold. Gonfane, you failed, so you don't
Oh,
hear
yeah.
anything. So we'll come back to you. Mattresses are out the window. Oldor, he's knocked at your door. You can see the shadow below.
I'm gonna walk over and open the door.
Go ahead. All right. There you open the
Hello.
door, and one of the guards are there, and he says to you, "All visitors are confined to their quarters, Alf. You're not to leave unless we allow it."
May I ask what's happening?
He just little blank face happens. He's pointing at you, and then he goes, "I don't know at this moment, but I will find out. I was just ordered to tell everyone in the rooms. I'll go
Very
find that
good.
out."
Very good. Well, in the meantime, I'll retreat back to my book. Good luck. And he's just gonna go back and lay down and keep reading.
Shuts the door in his face.
Yeah, shuts the door in my face. All right, you two, windows. What's happening?
Flipping a coin to see who's going out the window first.
All right, who wins?
Do we heads?
We're
Hey
not sure
Siri.
how to do- we're not sure how to do this.
Hey,
I don't have
here
a
you go.
coin
I
up.
don't. So you just do a roll table, but 1 to 50 is tails, and over that's heads. Who wants what?
I said
take-
heads, right?
I'll take tails.
All right, so heads is over. So heads, it's heads.
Well, looks like I go out first. So I'm gonna. Can I basically kind of climb out the window? Can I grab on the ledge?
Yeah, you can
kinda hang
climb. You can climb. There are ledges on the windows, so you can do that. So go ahead and roll an athletics. Unless it's a pretty stressful situation for you, so it's going to be a roll, even though it's over 50.
Boy. Oh
You-
my god.
Oh,
You,
nice.
you lower your sit now. Now, did you take your armor with you? Because you didn't tell me.
Oh no.
You're hanging there. You're hanging
Yeah.
there.
I'm not even sure if I have my armor on.
No,
to be
you're not
honest.
allowed. You're not allowed your armor on in this town. Remember, you're hanging there, and you forgot that you didn't put your armor on. It's in the chest. It's in the chest that's against the door right now. And
I'm gonna go.
you drop down, and you're on the straw, with no armor.
Is Woodbrand looking down at me when I do this?
Yeah,
Yes.
I'm watching you. Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna go. Shit! Woodbrand, drop my armor to me real quick.
Oh, where is it?
It's in the chest right next to the door.
Okay, I'm gonna go to the chest.
So you drop down, and you drop down. Then you look behind you, and there's 2 doors.
I'm gonna like, can I bank off to the? Hold up, can I bank off to like the left over
Yep,
here?
go ahead,
Just
go
kind of
ahead and
hide.
move. Yeah. So I'm gonna go ahead and roll to see if that dude heard you. Nothing's coming through the doors. All right. So you go to the chest and you find his armor pieces in there. What are you gonna do, Woodbrain?
I'm gonna grab as much as I can in one go and basically just toss it out the window after him.
It'll take about 2 trips.
Okay.
All his armor. You toss it out the window.
But actually, better question: can I just
Yeah.
grab the entire chest and throw it out?
God.
You can.
I'm gonna do that.
All right. Then what's your brawn?
I don't know. It just has a percentage. 44.
Yeah, you can carry it. It's heavy. You're like struggling. Knees are shaking. You're just on your thing of how much you can carry.
Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna take it and I'm gonna carry it over to the window and just shove it out.
Oh, don't shove it!
But it lands on the straw, so it doesn't make a crashing sound. It's just good onto the 2 mattresses. to
Roll
muffle
an
the sound.
evade.
No, he's out of the way. He's not in the way. So that happens there. All right. So that's all happening at the same time. Back to the room with the dwarf Gonfane and Fane.
Can I put my armor on real quick?
Yep. You can do that.
So I'm just gonna kind of grab the chest, kind of look around, and just kind of hide around the corner and start putting shit on.
100%. Yep.
I'm going to realize that I am about. Once I get my leg armor on, I'm going to realize that it's not a good idea because I still have to go out the gate and take it back off. Then I'm going to hand a pass to each of them. So if somebody
I already
stops you
have one of
outside,
these.
you have one. Just make sure you
Yes.
have it on you. Show it
Alright.
to somebody if they stop you.
Oh, if
First
we're
thing
leaving
they
out the
can do is
window, I
send us
need to make
back
sure I
here.
get Brevon's armor. She's gonna look around the room for it. She has no idea where it is, but she's looking for it.
Guards, open up.
Wait,
That's
hold
your
on.
rule.
I take it and I stashed in my helmet, the pass.
Is that in the room we're in right now?
Yep.
Or is
In your room.
Okay. Do
I
I
guess
have my
Fane just
armor
go to
off,
the
or did I
door.
have time, or do I still have leg armor on?
Yep. No,
Fane
you've got
just walks
your
to the
armor.
door.
Okay.
No
Well,
problem.
all right. I'll talk to him for a moment. He shouldn't want to kill us. We're not Dunedains. We should be okay.
Wait,
only
what do you
killing
mean
the
kill
Dunedains.
us? Why would they want
We need. Don't worry about it until after we're done conversing.
Oh, alright.
It's complicated.
Faze is just kind of sitting in the chair now. She's just kind of like watching the door sitting in the chair.
Can I help you?
All visitors are confined to their quarters until further notice. Stay
is this-
here.
I'm sorry. I just got back. Actually, the Tog from the next town over in the Taga were in a duel. They forced us all to leave up at the top there. Do you know who won?
I don't know anything about that.
The Togod said any Tog who wished to take his seat could challenge him to a duel, and Hagrel challenged him. Do you
I
know?
don't know.
Are you following the right Tog's orders? We may have a new Tog here.
I don't know what you're talking about. I've got
The-
my orders from my captain, but
That's fine, but does your
I
captain
will-
know?
Gonfane, who
I
is
came
it?
here after your captain got here.
Gonfane, who is it?
I practically followed him down the hill.
roll influence, please.
I don't do influence.
Oh, what's up? Roll one, bro.
Oof.
It's
If
the
you
talking
disobey,
skill.
if you end up with the wrong orders, you're gonna, and there's a new Tog, you're gonna have some problems there.
Good. Good.
I am gonna definitely wait. It's not perception, persuasion,
No. It's influence.
influence. That's right. Sorry. Wow, too many systems.
Good. So good.
Oh my god!
Oh, so here goes.
Ooh.
So hang on. It's
I know it's opposed,
it's
but I'm a legend right now. Okay, don't ruin
I rolled an 11. So he's like,
this.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Luck point. Reroll it.
Okay. Okay.
I'm being petty.
Yeah.
I failed.
Yes.
Lockie,
Right.
why can we not see it?
Because I've got it. It's rolling just to me. So because
Oh,
I've
come
got
on.
character sheets for everyone now. Because if I roll it, you'll see what their cap is. You can trust me. I won't fuck you with G's. That's you know I don't do that.
I heard the Targa declare that he's taking action against any Gondorians in town, but if he lost the fight and you have a new Targ and it's Hagrel likes the Gondorians and he's probably going to kill anybody who hurts them. I don't think he seemed like a reasonable fellow.
He's very confused. His eyes are like darting. He's like, right, you stay here. I'll find out, and if you're right, I'm sure we'll be letting you go straight away. Just stay here for now. I don't want to die in the meantime, or what you say.
Of course, just let the captain know. I'm sure Captain would change his mind if he left before I did, and he didn't get a chance to see the duel start.
Can Venus just like mumble, ooh, yeah, the last time I was in a town and a lower soldier disobeyed orders, they got his head chopped off.
He turns and he goes, "Don't leave!" And he runs. and he runs the way down the stairs. And he doesn't knock on the other door. And just goes straight down to the bottom.
Suddenly I feel both safer and concerned that they're going to go outside before we do.
Well, I think we might want to just stay here then. If it sounds like he doesn't want to hurt us.
I'm going to go check on the other room. They were making their way down the hallway.
All right. Two mattresses.
I'm going to try to like sidle in and just slip through the door here. I don't know what are they going to... Is any other actions going on in the other room before
Venus is just like peeking out the door. She's not outside the room. She's just peeking out the door because she's curious too.
Yeah, you just see him run down the hallway and down the stairs.
Okay. I'm gonna slip into this room then.
You see Woodbrand chucking a chest up.
I think I bought us some time, but it looks like somebody's already outside.
You hold there. Back up and over to Arador.
Yep.
You you just hear faint knocking at the door. It's out of rhythm to whatever you're doing. And it's guards, open up. Arador.
He's thinking secret tunnel.
Oh yeah, I was in the moment. What now?
You hear a doof 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 knocking at the door, out of rhythm to whatever you're doing, and then a guard say, "Open up."
At this door.
Huh?
At this door?
Yeah, your door.
Oh, is there a closet somewhere?
Yes, there is over in the corner.
Hold on, he technically wouldn't know anything what was going on.
So,
he heard everything.
So, for the first time tonight, I pull out. And then...
Oh, lol.
Alright. And I go... like, oh shit! I go, tell him you're indecent. I'm gonna hide... And then I say that... I'm not, like, screaming this. I'm like, in a hushed tone.
Yeah.
I'm gonna hide in the closet. You need to get rid of him. And
she runs her finger down your chest and she says, breathing heavily, she goes, "And what's in it for me, lover?"
More
and
of this.
Grabs your manhood. She grabs your manhood and sticks it halfway back in.
I pull it back out and I go more of this and smack her across the face with it.
And she goes, "I'm coming. I'm just putting some clothes on." You go hide in the closet there, sir.
Alright, so she sells a lot of clothes, so there are a lot of clothes in this closet, right?
Yeah, well, it's got some nice gowns, some nice clothes in there, yes.
Alright, cool. I hide all the way in the back and try to hide myself behind everything.
Roll a stealth.
I think that should be an easy with the fact that there's a lot of stuff.
Yeah, there's a lot of shit back here.
Yeah, there's a lot of shit in there. Go ahead. Good man. Oh wow, you did really well. Did really well. Good man. All right, so she puts on a robe and she goes over to the door. And she says, "You can hear outside." "Oh, I didn't know you are. Is Callahan with you?" And he pokes his head. Well, you can't see, but he pokes his head and she pushes him back. No, wait your turn, dear. I'll be down momentarily. All right. What's happening? Is everything all right? "Oh, we've just got to put all the visitors. They have to stay in their room. I said, don't worry about it. You just keep doing you." And then you can hear
And then
Going
I can hear
on.
what?
Just smooching going on,
Oh.
and you're just gonna keep doing you. And she goes, "Oh, wait, your turn, dear. I will be finished soon." And then you hear the door stop.
Do I hear the door lock again?
Yes.
Okay.
All right.
What else do I hear?
You hear footsteps, faint, then nothing. And then
Okay.
she comes over and opens the closet and goes, "He's gone."
I grab
Get
her,
back
pick her
into
up, and
bed.
throw her back on the bed.
Back to the bed. Back to the bed. There we go. Anything else? Oh, that's it. Okay, so you just keep doing you. All right. So we'll go back to the. So you're all pretty much except for Alder. Alder, what are you wanting to do? You heard
I'm still
running
just
of
gonna
a
hang out.
person.
You know, I'm not gonna go out there. I'm just gonna kind of try to just focus on this book. I'm not gonna venture out. I'm just gonna kind of hang out, and maybe in a little bit I'll see what's going on. But for now, no, he's just gonna hang out. You know,
All right. Then
maybe
all of
meditate
you
for a little bit.
All of you hear from down below, because it's an open tavern with the balcony and all your rooms. By the orders of the Tug, all you visitors are confined to your rooms. If you know of any Dunedain or Gondorian kin, send them out now. We just want to talk.
Sure.
I don't think hillsmen are good at talking.
If you're harboring any, and we find them, it won't be good for you. Trust me. The guards will be coming to your room. Follow their orders.
Famous is just looking very concerned at Odolph, who's in the room with her.
I want to look to her. Should we jump out? Should we get out of here?
I don't know. It might make it more difficult for the others. If they're trying to escape in a small group.
But I guess
They're not looking for elves and dwarves. They're just looking for Dunedain and Gondorians.
I suppose.
I don't know how we would be able to help them by jumping out the window.
I just don't know if I want to be confined here for as long as they say.
I don't either. It sounds bad. I don't. You see Faintus get like very, very like panicky, like more than like the last time you've probably seen her this panicked was when Revan almost died, and she just like is balling up into she's just like curling up into a ball almost in her chair.
What time that he almost died?
When he was eaten by the warg.
I say we jump for it. I look out. Are there any guards?
You look straight down. There's two guards outside the main now. The guarding the entrance.
Oh, shit. Son of a bitch. Are we above the main entrance?
Yep, you're right above the main entrance.
Am I about 2 guards width of
No, don't do it. That's gonna hurt.
It says I'm heavy. Not if I land on them, right? When I like break their necks.
Oh, it still hit.
Oh, damn it.
Not as much though. You do cushion your fall, but you're still gonna get hurt.
Maybe if I land on 2 of them?
You can do a little much to brain and ankle.
I mean, if Faintus jumps on me, do I feel a little bit more?
You're gonna
and then
get
she
crushed.
heals me?
You're also good. I'm
If
just gonna
you
say you're
have
also gonna make a lot of noise.
If you remember, guys, if you do have acrobatics, you do mitigate fall damage.
You think I have acrobatics?
I'm just
Damn,
saying.
I wish I was a hobbit.
But you could. Remember, you could substitute acrobatics for a half athletics roll. So you could try it with half athletics, and you could attack at the same time. So.
No, I'll just sit down at the table and be like, all right, fine.
All
There's
right.
2 guards out there watching the main entrance now. Wouldn't be a good time. I kind of say it quietly though.
All right. Back to
Faintus is just curled up in a ball. She's rubbing the back of her neck, and she's just kind of gently rocking. You see some tears start to stream down her face. She looks very worried, and she's holding something very tightly in one of her hands.
It's okay, Faintus. Don't worry.
Gunfane, Woodbrand, what are you doing?
Yes.
Gunfane's gonna look over at Woodbrand and be like, "Should we make this more fun?"
What?
Dearborg, you're next.
I didn't do anything.
He said you make this more fun.
Well, what would make this more fun? What?
Constantine asked you a question.
Oh, I thought he
He's also
said, "Do
muted.
you want to make this more fun?" And I said, "What? What are we doing?"
I'm going to assume that he agrees and do what I was going to do because he agreed with it.
Okay. What are you doing?
I am pulling a box out of my backpack, trying to sneakily lean out the doorways,
Okay.
and I'm going to throw 10 exploding eggs into the center of the tavern.
Oh no!
Oh my god. No more time for a quiet escape.
Okay.
Yeah.
What's the radius of those 10 exploding eggs?
What was it? 2 meters apiece or 3 meters? I think it was 3. I'd have to
Remember,
double check.
remember about the templates, everybody? Now I get to do 10 templates. Look at this.
Let me pull it up again. I always
3
forget the
meters.
specifics. That's in the resources.
Oh my god. You've covered the whole bottom of the tavern.
That's the idea. I basically just
The
want him to
whole-
spread the entire thing. And
the whole bottom.
I'm gonna lower my voice and just yell out, "Attack in the tavern!" and just smoke everywhere.
Yep, it's everywhere down there. The whole tavern is covered.
All right.
Wait, hold there.
Wait.
We're going to Deborg.
Real quick, what do the guards outside do? Do they rush in?
I will be back with you momentarily.
You just hear a
Deborg.
collector just boom all across the tavern.
Before this happens, you've come with Breg Labor, and you've made your way into the side entrance, the human entrance, not the animal entrance of the stables, and you can see all your animals there, all the beasts of burden, the 2 horses. You see them all there, and the Breg Labor says to you, "Right, how do we get these out at night without being seen?"
Well, the other one's name is.
Yeah,
Quack. There you go.
Horny, Elva, and Fleck, and then horses. Where are they going?
The horses, I'm going to use the rope that they're tied to. I'm going to tie that rope together and just hold on to it like I'm just walking them normally.
So they're at the front.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. All right. So the big gates are in front of you to let the animals out and things. Is that it?
Yeah, I think that'll work.
All right. So you open the gate. Go ahead and open it.
I can't.
Oh, you can't. You're on tablet. Okay. So you click the door. You open it, and you start to go just out, and then you see two guards beside the gate just look at you and go, "Halt! What are you doing out?"
These animals are being confiscated and taken to the butcher, for meat, and all the supplies that are on them will be taken to the High Targ, as his rewards for them.
You're confined to your quarters. You're not supposed to be out. You're not from here.
And as he says, I say, "Sir," I hand him the paper, and I go, I have this and my orders to follow.
Roll influence.
Would it be an influence easy since he has the paper? Wait, that says he's allowed.
Oh, nice. All right. Let's go. Well, I got to roll. No, I failed. He goes, you do have, we do have the paper. You do have the papers. I was ordered to, all right. You can go, but Half-Lass will accompany you, to it. And then he's going to take you straight back to your rooms.
And as he says that, I go, "Sir, I'm guessing by the order you are given to keep people inside, I assume there must be something going on. Do you really think you have the obligation to be leaving your post?"
That's another influence roll this year.
Like, my influence is so low.
Make it one grade easier since he's already passed.
Alright. He goes, no. You can go, but you're getting escorted. Or you go straight to your room now.
Go to bed.
I don't care about just slaughtering animals, but you do have a pass, so I'll let you go, but you are getting escorted, dwarf. And he starts to grip his spear, but
I look at Beglabor and I'm just like, well, I guess we can just wait till the morning, eh? Or do you think the High Targ will be pretty upset about this?
Beglabor looks at you and says, well, the High Targ likes his meat, fellas, so I think we definitely will head off, and thank you very much for the protection in the city for us visitors. Any nudges you will take it and be on our way. Oh, I think before we leave, Mustardorf, did you have anything in your room that you needed to get? And he looks you up and down. Before we leave.
As he says that, I just go, "Oh, yes, I have some things I need to go up and get in my room. I found something that I think the High Targ would like, so I think I'll go grab that right now."
I'll wait right here with the animals for you.
All right, and remember, just remember, we have to stick together, okay? And as he says that, I'm like slightly turned away from the guards so they don't see me, and I like flex a little bit. Just as like a slight intimidation, like not trying to fully intimidate him, but let him know like don't leave.
He nods.
And I'll go inside and go grab my stuff.
So you go to the front gate, and there's two guards there at the moment, and they say to you, "Halt! Everyone's confined to their quarters. What are you doing out?"
Oh yeah, I'm on my way to my quarters now. I show him the paper. I go, I was meeting with the High Tog, and after my meeting, I came straight back here.
And with that, Revan, what are you doing in the streets?
So the last thing I was doing was like I assassinated the guy.
Gagged him into a bush.
Yeah, and then I took his like weapons and stuff and was heading back. Can't remember if I was heading back to the tavern or to somewhere else.
I don't know what you're doing.
Okay. I would assume I'd be heading back to the tavern.
All right. So if you're heading back to the tavern, this is the top point that you'd come to. So you're walking along the road, and you see Deerborg talking to guards from a bush on the other side of the road.
So I'm
Never
still in
went back
stealth.
to you after you killed him. That's
Am I still in stealth, or do I need to do that again?
Yep, you're still in stealth.
So, do I hear what they're saying?
They're just asking him what he's doing out. People are being confined. And then
Really?
what Deerborg said.
Are there any rocks by my feet?
Yeah.
I want to throw one at like around the corner. Not like the corner on the right, but the corner on the left, where the stables are.
Okay, yep. What is your athletics? Over 50?
Yes.
Yep, sweet. You pick up a rock and you throw it over towards the stables, and it hits the wood that's over there. Right? While they're talking, then he shit.
Damn. Man. Okay.
And you see Deerborg walk into the room, and then
What was that? Was that the door clip? What was that sound?
there's a lot of explosions happening.
Oh. I am quite familiar with the sound. I know exactly what is happening.
Deerborg, you're blind. You're blind.
I'm blind. Or they're
No,
blind.
Deerborg, because he's walked in there. He's just blind.
Yeah. Well, what do the two
I'm
guards do?
gonna automatically turn around, like slam open the doors and go, "Ah, my eyes!"
All right, you can do that. Revan, what are you doing?
What do the guards do at that?
They're just looking at him, looking around, and they run into the tavern.
Deerborg, over here!
They will roll a perception.
They're a rock at his head. A little tiny pebble.
Big rock. Yeet.
how it almost killed you.
Yeah. How
No, you
Dermog
don't.
almost dies.
You did not hear him. You're just rubbing your eyes and going, "Wow, what's going on?" So whispering didn't do it, Revan.
Well, fuck it. Man. I look around, make sure there's no guards to the left or right or like in immediate sight. And then I'll sprint across to like the side of the door, not in like plain view if the door's open or not.
It's open now because it's got slammed open by a dwarf.
True. Are they outward facing doors or inward?
These ones are outward.
Okay, so I'll take cover like behind one. And then like kind of like tap his shoulder like, "It's me, Revan. Get over here."
So there's one side's got a bush, so you can go to that
I'm
one
in the
probably,
bush.
right?
Yeah.
All right, there you go. So you see Revan in a bush.
No, you feel I can see as of now?
Yeah. You only just got a little bit and then ran straight out. You said so. You didn't get too fucked up from it.
I just look over like, "Oh, Master Revan, do you want to help me try and get on the second floor and get to my things? It seems that someone decided to let loose a bunch of exploding eggs in the bar."
I have an idea who might that have been, but we'll go around the side to where our rooms are. Definitely not through the front door. There's a lot going on. Well, as you know. He's holding like a spear and shield that most of the other guards are carrying. He's got some blood splattered.
All right, with that, so that you throw those down, things are happening. Aridon, you're putting your stuff on outside, you hear it, and then the doors beside you slam open, and out walks a guard, and he's going,
Oh god.
and try to hide in that bush, or?
I'm gonna kind of like. Is there like a corner in that little? Is that like a little corner by that right here? Whoops. Right here. Or is this like? I'm just
Oh
like,
yeah, but it's just like it's not enough to hide your body.
Ah.
That it's not a pillar. Half of it's inside, half of it's out.
Oh god. Are all the guards
show their
inside kind
face.
of blinded right now?
You can't see.
We can,
You can peek your head around just and see through the window through
okay.
here.
I'm like peeking my head and just kind of try and look inside real quick, like what the hell's going on in there?
Yeah. Now, read to me what your exploding egg do. What do I got here?
Boy, we're back to this. Oh man.
Now, remember the game manual's in here, so you don't have to alt tab anymore.
Yeah, the exploding egg.
Game systems, Mythrus rule.
Is-
Oh no, it's not there. It's in the adventure gear.
No,
isn't it?
it's yeah.
Yep,
I'm already there.
X.
They have to make an evade check. If they fail 1d4 rounds, that they are blind, and the flower disperses after 1d4 rounds.
All right. So
anyone within its radius suffers a -1 grade penalty to all perception, attacks, and parry checks.
wait, they failed. All of them failed their things. So they're blind for how long? 1d4.
Yeah, roll 1d4.
1d4. So 6 minutes they're blind for. So they're all blind at the moment. There's things are happening. Aridon, what are you doing? So you see they're all rubbing their eyes, bro. They're just like and stumbling around, falling over chairs, falling into the tipping over the gambling little tables that they've got on top of the tables, and the dice are rolling around. All the lanterns that are on those tables are falling onto the ground, and
That's
that roll.
exactly what I thought I might do, but decided not to. This is even better.
Yes, and those lanterns have spread the fire just in that little area right on the wooden floor.
Oh, no.
So
Wait,
we've
isn't
got
flour
fire.
flammable in the air when it's dispersed?
Yeah, it's not dispersed yet. This is when you went. So that's not catching fire
when
yet.
when you aerialize or however you say it, when you get enough air to flour ratio, it's combustible. Just saying.
That's a bit realistic for me, so I'll just defer to
Why?
whatever you think. No, whatever you think. I don't know about that. That's science, bro. I don't know. You choose.
Oh god.
I mean, I would say there's maybe a 20% chance that in the last minute or so that it would go off because a lot of the flour would have settled.
Okay, so not yet.
Yeah,
not
yeah.
yet.
I'd say like
Okay.
when there's 2
Basically
minutes
making
left
a
on
fuel
it.
air bomb.
We have two fires. You can see two fires from where you are now.
Flour
Starting
factories
to
burn almost as well as coal factories. Fun fact.
awesome. Starting to burn right in the middle of this tavern. What are you gonna do, Ariel? Dude outside spluttering, rubbing his eyes.
Can I grab him off to the side, just hit him against the wall real hard?
You want to try and do non-lethal damage, or
just enough to knock him out, basically?
Okay, so you can he is. You can go up to him, and you can do a unarmed attack because you don't have anything, so it's unarmed.
Oh god.
Run.
Can I look up at the window and see if Woodbrand's peeking his head out or anything?
We'll go back up to the top. Woodbrand, you are looking out. After you looking out, you do see a man burst through the door after the big bangs, and he's rubbing his eyes. You see Ariadon to his left by a bush. What are you guys doing up in that group?
I'm at a loss for words because he just threw fucking egg.
See, so I'm kind of laughing to myself as I slowly close the door.
Okay, door's closed.
I guess I'm gonna start
get
putting
going
on my
before
armor.
any of them can see.
Can I say, the guard's distracted, right? He can't really hear anything right now.
No, he can hear. He can't.
He can hear. He can't see.
And this.
I kind of want Woodbrand to grab their chest and fucking chuck it out. Also.
Well, I was gonna put on my my shit, I guess, and
that's the chest at your bed. Yeah.
Update: Vandus and Eridor for some reason can't hear.
Oh, can't hear us. Okay.
Yeah, they can't hear anybody.
I can't hear anybody. That's on this on Discord. There's nothing stopping them. Right.
I'm gonna go to the bathroom real quick while you guys figure that out.
Yeah, they're not server muted, deafened, or anything like that.
They might need to close the application and start over.
Yeah.
Down to restart or something, then listen off your ass.
Discord gets wonky sometimes.
Yeah. Like mine just a minute ago was picking up all kinds of different sounds and I couldn't figure it the fuck out. So I just left, turned off my headset, came back, and it fixed.
Okay.
Oh,
I don't know why. I don't know why.
Are you fucking?
We just
Literally,
moved.
I don't know what. I don't know why.
We just moved chats because those two apparently can't listen up there, but they can listen down here. So
No.
Alright, so we'll go back with it. Eric, Goldenfane, Woodbrand, what are you doing? You're putting your gear. You're putting your gear on,
and then I'm gonna, I guess, throw myself out the window.
Yeet.
All right. What? You're just gonna jump, or you're going to climb?
Well, I'm gonna try to get a better position and do something similar to what Eridon did.
All right. Roll an athletics, please. You failed. You failed. Okay, so you're climbing down. You slip off of the ledge, and you're just looking back up at the window that you came from, and then you, on 2 straw matches, no damage.
Can I help him?
Ooh.
And you guys said this was a bad idea. This was perfectly executed.
Ariadon's just gonna
all damage.
Ariadon's just gonna facepalm immediately because he just said something.
All right, now you've jumped straight out, and there's a because you're right below him, so there is a very good chance you land on him, which is probably a 75%. Yeah, 74. You land on him.
Nice.
You land on him, and you're good. That's falling damage. So let's go ahead and
land
roll
on the
this.
guard.
Oh no, falling damage is bad.
Locky, can you stream it?
Am I not streaming? Oh yes, I got to restream. Yep. Sorry, bro. Go live. Okay, so we go roll 1d. That's a 6. You have landed on his head, doing 5 damage. He is not moving.
Is he okay? Is he breathing?
He is breathing. But he is not moving. But you also landed on a hard thing, so you only you take 2 damage to your left leg.
You're right,
left leg. Where is the thing to do that again?
So it's on combat, on the combat tab.
There it is. Yeah.
And then so
you
through your
my
armor.
left leg.
Yeah, left leg, 2 damage to your HP. So go ahead and change that. And you boof. And now you can see into, because those doors are open, you can see into the tavern, and it's slowly filling up with this white powder, and there is fire, and people are stumbling around hitting things.
I'm gonna try to get up as quickly as I can and move the garden to.
I'm gonna help.
Bush.
I'm gonna help him also. We're both just gonna kind of grab the guard. Did
Woodbrand bring his armor?
Yes, I'm wearing it.
Okay. Do I see any other armor in the room?
No.
Okay, so Daraborgs was not in this room?
Dibbles was not in that one.
Okay.
I don't know what armor I'm wearing, by the way. I just realized that.
Well, he jumped out the window. I
What are you
guess
gonna
I'll
do?
let him finish first.
All right. You gonna what? Jump out the window?
Oh, no. I'm going to go back to the other room.
Okay, go back to the other room. So you're going back to the other room, going back down to Revan and Dearborg. What are you two doing?
I guess we're.
I'll look at Revan and be like, all right, can you do your poofy poof thing and get me into the room?
What?
I think I set my armor down in the bigger room we were staying in.
We should try and go around to the windows first. That's more of a sight kind of thing. But if we can get their attention from the windows, that would be good.
Well, the windows are like right there. Are the windows open?
You know, your room is on the eastern side. You're on the southern side.
Well, I also know that I know where other people's rooms are, though.
Yeah, you know, Fane, the room just above you is you. That's not your room, but you know that it leads to a hallway to your room.
I'm gonna look up. Is the windows? Any of the windows open right there?
Yep, they're open.
All right, I'm gonna look. I'm gonna like. All right, I'll lift you up and see if you can reach the window.
An elf standing on a dwarf's shoulders. This is going to go so well.
I can hear myself in your head.
You look at him. You look at him, Revan, and you go, "No, you can. You cannot reach the window if you even on his things just by looking at it and looking at her. He's standing underneath the window. That's no.
Nah, not gonna work.
You could try climb because the timber has got external timber on side for like decorative pieces, so you do have finger holds to get up there if you wish to climb.
Well, when he says no dare, I'm just gonna shrug his shoulders and start climbing.
All right, roll me in athletics, please, sir. Don't fall. Oh, fucking!
Bam.
Fucking rock climber, you're in the room.
In which room?
Your room. You just see a dwarf just pop into it. Not sluggishly climb. He gets to the window and just pounces in.
All you see is mute yourself. I can hear myself. Thank you. All you see is Feindus curled up in a ball in a chair crying and Odolph like consoling her. And that's all you see when you come into this room. And a pile of armor probably sitting in the corner.
I just look over. Hey, Feindus, Odolph, good to see you're still alive. So I guess you got the message that we need to get out of here.
Feindus is just crying.
Yes, I've been trying to get Feindus to move here.
Darebog just turned around. Darebog just turned around, sticks out of the window. Revan, Feindus is crying.
Where the fuck did he go?
Get them out of there! Hurry!
Would I hear Revan's voice from the window?
If he
He said it pretty loudly.
is it?
I'm like
yep,
right next to the window, I will say. So is that a yes?
Yep.
All right, Feindus like jumps up and she like shoves her hat out the window and she looks down and she sees Revan and she's just so happy. She goes, "Okay, how do we get down from here?" Revan, do you want your armor first?
Yes.
All right, she's gonna go and grab his armor and like throw it out. She's gonna try to like carefully like toss it out the window. So like piece by piece, she's like lowering it as much as she can and then dropping it, so that hopefully Revan can like catch it, so that it doesn't make noise.
Whenever you think I would have made it back to the room, Lockie, let me know.
Yeah. Okay, you're going back to the room. Yeah, you totally will be back there. Buddy.
Yeah. Okay.
There you go.
All right. You're still here. You are still here.
Revan's out the window. I'm good. I'm giving him his armor first.
Okay,
Don't worry about it.
Throw the bed out, jump onto it, and hold on, I forgot something. And he leans out the door and just yells, "Fire!" Super, super loud.
Fire.
All right, I think we're
Aldor,
good.
you hear that? You hear fire, Aldor.
Oh dear
really
God!
loud.
I hear fire. All right.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to peek my head out the door then. See what's going on out there.
I'm gonna be standing for an
to
extra
you.
second to see what response there is.
You go outside.
Can Eridor
and
roll to hear that?
Yeah, you go ahead and roll hard because you're clapping cheeks, and so the other side, you're clapping cheeks.
You all are going to fucking kill me!
You still feeling a burning sensation in your dick.
Hold on. You walk out. You look, there is the fire is spreading onto the furniture in the center of, and people are still blinded and stumbling around.
Just throw the mattress out the window. You'll be fine.
God damn it, dude! You just made me fucking.
Oh dear God.
Go through my damn nostrils. Oh.
I'm gonna look out at Older and be like, you're here too. Things happened. We need to go. Have you seen the last Dunedain?
No, I have
Where's
not. I've been
Eridor?
in my room this whole time.
You might have
I've heard
started a
some
fire,
commotion.
but it was an accident, and the guards started it. It was not me. They knocked the lantern down. Probably.
We should probably get out of here.
You see, Aldor, as that's happening, one of the blind guards has fallen into the northern fire and is on fire.
Oh dear
shit.
God!
Don't let
Eridor
don't let
hear this
Phaedus see the
scream.
burning people, or she'll go to
we
help
should
them.
get out of here. We
And
should get
now
out of
he-
here. Very.
Now he is screaming. Oh, Eridor, roll a perception.
Wait, is this the guard that I scared and had go back to his captain? Can I tell?
No,
Oh.
no, that was not him. No, this is
Oh.
Oh man, I would have felt bad if I killed Richard.
Eridor. You do not hear it. It wasn't easy, but you do not hear it.
Oh,
You are clipping cheeks. Back to the group.
Danger is away.
Daddy, who's your daddy?
You don't hear it because at that time she must have pulled your head in close and whispered harder.
You see, you guys can laugh at me all you want,
Your motorboat.
but your all characters are gonna die in some dark, dank dungeon, fucking by yourself, being completely disemboweled or eaten alive, and I'm gonna be coming and going at the same time. So y'all can go fuck yourself.
Yeah. All right. So back to let's go with Woodbrand, Aridon downstairs. What are you doing?
Well, we
You
moved that guard
dragged
out of the
dragged
door.
body.
Yeah, we pulled the guard. We're just like, I'm just going, what the hell happened to the 2 seconds I've been down here? First, I jump out, get my chest. This guy comes out. Now there's fire. What the hell is going on right now?
Your guess is as good as mine, and I'd really just rather not say anything one way or the other.
Oh, so Lucky, can I like just go through his pockets just to see if he's got like anything on him?
Yes, you do. He has got on him 10 silver pieces. He's got his weapon in his scabbard. In his scabbard. So he doesn't have a shield, but he's got a sword in his scabbard. Okay. He's got armor. He does have a pouch of cat traps. I guess, is that the right word? Cold traps, whatever they're called.
Caltrops.
Yeah, that one.
I'm just okay. I'm gonna like. Okay, I'm going to basically. Okay, I'm gonna go. Well, if those are exploding eggs, they're not gonna last very long. So let's give them some more things to worry about. I'm gonna grab the caltrap and just kind of toss them inside. Just kind of toss them near the doors.
All right, you awesome person has chopped that, and beautiful.
I'm gonna take the 10 silver pieces also. I'm gonna
Okay,
go.
I started the fire, but that's messed up, dude.
Well,
Everyone's trying to run away from the fire, and you're throwing spikes in the doorway.
As you've said that, all that's going on, and you've yelled out fire up top, any patrons that are left in start screaming, running out of rooms, and trying to get out.
Oh no!
This is absolutely barbaric, and I want no part of it.
You're mentally sick.
Can we like start getting out of the room?
Yeah.
So,
How did it
Aldor, you see people pushing, shoving, and none of them fall into the fire, but they are running around, and then none of them go towards the caltraps, though. They're all running the other entrance towards Riven.
Okay. Older's gonna run back in his room and grab his backpack and shove all of his shit in his bag, and then make sure there's nothing else left in here.
Oh.
And then now when I'm looking down, are they getting out?
The people?
Yes.
Yeah, there's a log jam happening at the door though.
Are they like successly getting out?
Yeah, they're,
Like,
they're
how many
getting out.
people
Yeah,
are we talking?
they're getting out. Oh, there's only a handful of visitors really. There's like you counting. There was about 10, but there's only about 5 left in there down there.
Okay, and is this like? I gotta close that sheet. Trying to use this. Is this thing right here? Is that like? Is it out? Is there like no way to get down the stairs? Is that or is that just?
You can go down the stairs. You just go north of you, and then you keep going down those stairs, and then into the main room.
Okay. Does it look like I can get down there and around the fire without it like being close to me?
If you go now.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna make my way down then.
All right. As you're deciding to do that, back to the other group. Gonfane, the rest of yous. Moonfane, Odor, Feindus, Devil.
Can I,
Venus at this
like-
point has put all of Revan's and Feindus's armor out the window. So all of their armor at least is out the window.
All right, so you've chucked shit out the window.
Yes. Now I'm looking at the rest of the group. All right. So are we leaving then?
I want to go to Derborg and ask him if he can lower me down through the window.
I can do that.
Through the wall.
Yeah.
Lol.
So does that make it easier, Locky?
Yep, does.
All right. Well, that's an athletics.
Yep, athletics.
Oh yes. All right. Cool. I didn't even need it. That's cool though.
Yep, you're good. You get down outside with your kinsman's help.
Aye, thank you. You got up there quick, so I appreciate that. I say that not too loud.
And as he says that, I'm gonna look over at Feindus and be like, "Aye, do you need help now?"
I don't know if I can hold onto the rope to make it down.
I'm gonna move a little bit away.
When you try and move, there are people. You're on the ground. You passed. You're on the ground, and there's a horde of people just come around the corner.
Oh shit. Okay, wait. Can I see Revan through it? No.
No, he's hiding in the bush.
I'm
Roll
just getting-
perception.
I'll roll perception. Is it hard or is it?
Depends on what Revan rolls at stealth. Roll
Oh
stealth.
shit! Pass. Passed a hard.
Roll stealth, Revan.
Oh
No,
shit!
you do not. You see no Revan.
Revan's not there.
All right, I respect it. I wanna. Can I just move out of the way? This way.
Yep. Go roll and evade.
Can I hug the wall?
Yep, roll and evade. Don't get trampled.
Alright. Hold on, where'd my... Okay, 1 second. Alright, evade you said?
Yep.
Oh god.
You get trampled.
Oh god.
You
I'm
have no
used
armor.
to it.
You
Oh, I have no armor. Wait,
You
what?
have no armor. It's not.
Wait.
It's you. You're not. Oh no. You put your armor on. You're all good.
I was gonna.
3 damage.
With no
to
armor.
3 damage to your trampling damage from the whole crowd. Awesome. Didn't even want to roll for me. That
It
piece
said
of trash.
no.
Wait, 3 damage you said?
3 damage.
3 damage to your 4.
To my 4. How do I check that now?
So you
Oh,
you
4.
click on your token, go to combat, and then your 4 is your left leg, and you've got 2 armor, so you take 1 damage.
Okay.
So he's under HP there. You see 6 out of 6. Change that to a 5.
That was left leg.
Yep.
There we go. Okay.
Good man. All done.
My leg.
All that's going on. Dermog's is going to look out. Wait until the crowd passes. All right. When the crowd passes, I will hold your arm while you go down halfway. And he looks down. He goes, "Throw it off. Catch the elf as she falls."
It's like people walking over me. Like
He cares not.
I can't. Like fuck. I'm a little busy.
I'm a little busy at the moment.
As that's happening, you see a person. You hear a person tripping over these caltrops and fall face first outside the door. Luckily, onto some mattresses. It's one of the guards.
Is he like knocked out, or is he like?
No, he's still up. He's prone now.
Hint, hint, nudge, nudge on the mattress.
Can I take the Can I take the sword out of the hilt real quick and just like hit him with the hilt? Or take the sword from the one guard, just hit him with the hilt.
Yes, you can. He does have a helmet on, so remember, non-lethal damage is when you roll damage, it's half.
So he's got a sword. And he say he doesn't have a shield, right?
The dude that you killed, well, not killed, knocked out, does not have a shield. He's just got a sword and a scabbard. But the dude who fell out, he's got the same thing. He dropped a shield, dropped a spear. He doesn't even have a sword and a scabbard, but he's just got armor on.
Does he have a helmet on?
Yeah.
I'm gonna look the wood brand and I'm just gonna go. We're gonna start making a pile here really soon.
Fire is growing.
I'm gonna just say, Woodbrand, we gotta knock this one out also.
Arador, roll another perception.
There has to be like panic and screaming, right?
Yeah, there's screaming happening. People knocking things. So you roll again, please.
Gunfane should have to roll a corruption.
I didn't do it.
You started the fire!
No, I didn't. I threw exploding eggs and a bunch of people ran into the table.
Yeah,
The guards started the fire and they're panicked. They should have been.
I only yelled bomb on an airplane.
Go ahead,
They
roll,
should have been
roll a perception.
professionals. It's not my fault they don't train their guards.
Go ahead, Arador, roll.
Oh god!
I feel like at this point it should be a very easy because there's so much. Oh my god!
You think that you've gone for so long. It's probably about your fourth round, but you think that there's so much noise, but you think it's all coming from her, and she is just having the time of her life.
Where's her perceptions?
She don't care.
She doesn't care that people are screaming and burning to death.
I've been rolling terrible tonight. 87s.
Jeez.
And just terribleness. So you just have fun up there. Roll an endurance, please. You're still going. So you just stay there. The rest of you.
I'm gonna look to Woodbrand and go, what do we want to do with the next one here?
Where is he? Though standing at the door?
The guy tripped over our mattresses and now he's laying at the door. He's probably still blinded and stuff.
Do you have a shield?
We have a sword, that's about it. We have a sword from the one guy.
Gonna go choke him out. I guess. I don't fucking know. We need to get him out of the way first and foremost. But in order to do that, he'll see us. So
he's blinded right now. He's still there. He's still feeling the effects of the eggs.
Roll a perception, you two.
Me roll perception?
Yep, both of you two.
Shit. Hold on, my sheet disappeared on me. Oh god. Oh, thank god.
You both see to your left two guards running towards the tavern.
I was gonna say, can I happen to look through the window and see either the dwarves out the front way or anything?
No. Oh, roll a perception, but it has to be a critical because you can see Revan, but he critical to stealth.
Oh god, I'm gonna fail this one.
No, you don't see it. You don't see nobody, not a person, not a peep. But those people, those guards are waving.
Waving.
Yes, just shaking their shield in one hand, axe in the other, just waving and running towards.
I'm gonna try and just stay hidden in that bush.
Roll a stealth in that bush.
This is gonna go horribly wrong. No.
Aradar, we don't. They're coming.
I'm gonna say, I'm gonna say, let's get behind the building, to our left or to the basically to the north.
Right over here.
Yeah. So I would say we're right up here.
I guess that's a good idea. Better idea than trying to hide here when they're gonna run right past us.
Yeah. So I was
so
gonna say like to go up here.
Is it too late to abandon my hiding spot?
No, you're trying to hide. Stay there.
Okay.
The guys get to the mattresses, and then they say, "What's happening? What's happening?" And the other guy who's fallen face first goes, "I have no fucking idea. Shit's. I don't know. I want to go home. I'm tired. I came here to have a what? Just, I don't know." And he's just saying this all, just like looking up from the thing, and he's like, "All right."
Darebog does Darebog hear any of that?
Roll perception. It's hard because you're on the other side of the building.
This is how I imagine that guard looking.
Someone here in the building.
He's gonna go. No, fumble. You hear nothing. The guards go. Right, we got to stop whatever doing this. Stop the orders. The high targ's dead. Haggle's in charge now. Here's the targ. We're not supposed to do anything to the visitors, especially the Dunedain. And he's like,
Do I hear
"Too
this?
late. The captain's inside somewhere." And it's like, "All right, I'm going in." And he's like, "Wait!" And he runs in, and see if he trips on the caltrops.
Oh no.
Who left these rebels here?
Actually.
He trips on those caltrops, and
Save
he's
the
going straight towards the fire. Let's see if he falls into the fire.
Why?
The fire is right in front of him.
I'm not giving up my hiding spot. Fuck you guys.
There is a pretty good chance. No, he misses the fire and stumbles to the left-hand side of this fire after the caltrops. And by this time, the flower did not ignite. But there's fire. The fire's not ignite. Starting to dissipate by now. And the guys are just like, "What's happening?" And they're like fucking trying to get out as well. And this dude's on the floor. And then this dude's on the floor and he's yelling, "Stop! Kill me! No!"
Could I have heard them yelling that the targ's dead and to stop whatever they're doing?
You roll a perception. You
You
ran around the side of the building.
Fuck.
Oh.
No, you're not. All right, and this guy, the other guy, after seeing his friend fall on the caltrops, he runs in, but he knows that they're there, so he's going to try and not step on the fuckers. He fucking fails so bad.
He's ready.
And he does it, but he does not fall into the fire. He falls to the right, so they're prone.
Is this guard here still blind?
No, he's not prone now. He's up, and
Okay.
he's going home.
Alright, I'm gonna run away.
Alright, you run away. These other guards are they're trying to put out the fire now.
Alright, did I hear them yelling that not to hurt the Dunedains?
Roll perception.
I can't roll it right now. I don't know if somebody could.
Do you want me to do it?
Yeah.
Can I also roll to see what they're yelling?
Yep.
When I get over here to Ariadon, I'm gonna just relay that information.
I would ask.
You failed.
I would
Both
ask
failed.
to roll
I also failed.
if I
Yes,
can
I was-
hear this, but
I
I'm
was
not
coming
even
over to you.
gonna bother.
I was coming over to you. Roll.
Do I should I even bother? This is like the fourth one in a row.
Just roll.
You can't. It's not me. You put your points into not perception.
I mean, he rolled 100 and like several 80s.
Easy though.
No, because he's
guys
clapping
doing it.
He's clapping cheeks. There's screaming happening right next to his ear, and the door's closed, and it's downstairs. I'm sorry. He's clapping cheeks still. Right. All right. So that's all happening. Chaos. People are trying to put the fires out. There is a lot of ale there, and someone does chuck that on there, and then the fire does grow, and he's like, "Whoops!" And then they start grabbing water. It's still going. The fire is still raging, and the guys that came in and tripped have got up, and they are helping as well. What are you doing up top?
Darebog's gonna go out and see, like, he needs to go get his armor. So he's gonna go out, see that the fire's down there, and let me think here. I'm trying to decide if Darebog would decide to try and help or not.
You see Aldor he's down there in the middle of the room trying to heading towards the exit.
Oh. That fucker trying to figure this shit out. Okay. I'm not really gonna give a fuck about Odor. But I'm gonna run into the room that like the room where not the one behind me, but the one in front of me. I'm gonna grab a blanket and I'm gonna run downstairs and I'm gonna just like throw the blanket on the fire, but like do it in like a cupping way that like suffocates it.
The fire's too big for the blanket.
It's too big for the blanket. That's already that big.
Yeah. There's a single blanket.
All right, am I able to still see like downstairs and stuff though? Like now.
Well, you've gone down there and you've chucked the blanket on, and the fire is burning the blanket.
Well, if you say it's too big, I'm not gonna throw the blanket on it.
Yeah. Okay, so you're there about to chuck the blanket on. You're like, this is it's too big.
I'm gonna run over to the bar. I'm gonna look over Odor and go, Odor, grab a barrel from the bar and pour it on this.
You hear it, Odor. Odor, you hear that behind you, just as you're getting towards the entrance to exit.
No, I didn't hear it. I'm just gonna keep going and hope for the best. I just want to get out of here. Trying to not die.
Cool. So you run straight out.
Perfect. With the crowd looking at the fire, I'm assuming.
Yep.
No work.
All right. As Darebug sees that happen, he's gonna run over towards the bar.
Right.
And is there any bear?
As you're doing that and you're running over to the bar, Fanus, what are you doing upstairs?
Fanus is looking out the window, hoping that she'll see Revan.
You saw Oldor run out.
She heard Revan's voice, so she's like looking for him sporadic. She's like desperately looking for him around.
Roll a perception to get a critical. You stay right there. You sit.
I wasn't here whenever.
Well,
I heard.
Fanus is looking for Fanus is looking out the window, hoping that she'll see Revan because she heard his voice, but she doesn't know where he is.
You can see Odolf, he got trampled, he's back up. Oldor's just ran out, turned around, just looking at the tavern. What are you doing, Ruben? So you're still in the bush, very well hidden.
Could I have heard, roll perception to hear them like screaming stop, like the Tog's dead?
Yep, go ahead.
So I will roll perception.
Nope.
Such bad perception rolls on this day.
Oh. Terrible perception roll. So all this is happening. Gonfane, what are you doing?
I am. Well, if there's a crowd of people in the way, I don't know that I want to jump out into that.
They're dispersing outside at the window now. The trampled people have gone.
I'm gonna peek one last time out into the middle area to admire the guard's handiwork, you know.
People are trying to put out the fire. Some idiot put ale on it, so it made it bigger.
Ale does not make it bigger.
Wine. I meant wine.
Wine still doesn't make it bigger.
It was some sort of spirit.
It was have to be a high proof liquor.
Do you know how strong?
It was very concentrated something.
I don't think at this point in time it is scientifically possible
for
them to produce a liquor strong enough to do this. A liquor strong enough would have to be like 80%.
They did it.
Like tar.
It made it bigger, but then everyone's grabbing like all these other watered down products and things and just chucking it on, and it's slowly dying. All the powder's gone, and it's less chaotic, but it's still bad.
All right, did Darebog get to the bar yet?
You're at the bar. You're helping. You're going to put things on the thing.
No, what I'm doing is I'm finding a barrel that is like milk or water, something that's not combustible, not any of this magical 80% or more stuff that's around, and I'm gonna pick up the barrel and pour it on top of whichever fire's bigger.
Yep, that's this one. You can go ahead. Yep, you're helping. It's slowly going down. Gonfane.
I am Well, if it looks like
It
that's
looks
all.
like they got it under control. Slowly getting under control.
All right. Let's see. Are any of those guards the ones? Do I recognize any of the guards since I looked out into the middle area?
Yes, two of them. Oh,
Okay.
no, you're already gone. You're already, yeah, two of them. Three of them.
Okay. Were they the Tog's personal guards from my point of view previously, or
Yes.
like they were Hagrels?
One of them is, two of them are Hagrels, one is not. One is the previous thugs.
All right, I'm gonna yell out to him, and what of Hagrel?
They're slowly getting under control, and then the other two goes, the two that came in is right. We've got to. He goes towards the captain. This one down here goes towards the captain. That is the bad one, and he says, "The High Targ is dead. Hagrel is Targ now. He is ordered to stop the confinement of all other visitors, and to stop all the Gondorian and Dunedain persecution."
As soon as he says something about the High Tog being dead, I'm gonna go peek out the other window and just ignore the rest of what he's saying.
Right. So you peek
I'm
out the
gonna
window.
go peek out the window towards where Ariadon and them were.
You don't see. You see. Roll a perception.
We're gone.
Yeah, you roll a perception. Roll a perception though.
Okay, I can't.
And roll a stealth, Ariadon.
Oh,
Sorry, no, conceal. Conceal. You see a leg of a guard hanging out of a bush.
Well, looks like they were successful. And I'm just gonna yell out the window as loud as I can and just be like, "Oi, Gondorians! You're good now. We won!" And just leave it at that.
I hear that. All right, the roll up.
Right, yeah, you're far away, so roll a perception.
Oh god. God.
Nope. Roll an endurance, Arador. This is hard now.
Hey, Gondorians, run! We failed.
Yep.
Since me and Woodbrand are around the corner, I'm just gonna say the Woodbrand, be like, I'm gonna go. Let's go around to the stables and see if we can find anyone else.
Well,
Like, go around the building.
I'm still slinging beef.
It's like your fourth round, so the difficulties have gone higher and higher. It is formidable. You've finished. You've just finished at that time.
You said it was hard. You didn't say it was formidable. Fuck you.
I did say you're still going. You're clapping cheeks.
Yeah.
Next one's formidable. You're still going. Everyone else, the fires have been taken care of. People have started to calm down.
I'd like to say right as soon as I hear about the High Targ being defeated and the new guy that we know is good as the Targ, I sprint out towards the stables.
Okay, so you run over towards the stables.
I'm gonna say me and Woodbrand are gonna go towards the stables from like the rear.
As I get there, I go. I have urgent news from one of the guard captains.
You can
The High
call me
Targ
Captain
is
Gonfane. It's fine. No.
well, no, because I heard it from one guy from the one guy. I go. One of the captains has an announcement. The High Targ is dead. We are no longer confined to our rooms, and Gondorians and Durdain are now safe from persecution here.
Roll an influence.
I'm gonna hide like right here.
They're like, the Targ's dead?
Would it be an oratory roll since it's a group of people?
Yeah, wouldn't that be oratory since there's multiple?
If you've got it, go ahead. Hey, both of them say, the Targ's dead? The Targ's dead! Chaos! And they just run. That way, around the corner.
I'm just gonna be like around. I'm just gonna like be peeking around the corner. I see them run. I'm just gonna go. What? I'm just gonna say. I'm just gonna be like, okay. I'm gonna come around the corner and go. Master Dwarf, what's all this talk? First, I hear that we are supposed to hide. Now, I hear that we are safe now.
I guess it's about time to let you guys know. And I also look over at Breglabor. He's still there, right?
Yeah, he's peeking out, going, "What's happening?"
Well, whenever I went to go see the High Targ, there's
Be
a bit
back
of
there.
there's a bit of a commotion going on, and there was supposed to be a fight for the death for a new High Targ, and we backed one of them. And from what I heard from inside the bar, our Targ won, so I think we're safe for tonight, and safe for a while in this town, and he also said he didn't want the war, so I guess our secret tunnel's safe.
Secret tunnel.
God. I'm just gonna kind of like put my head in my hand and going, this has been one hell of a day.
Poor Ariadon, who just joined the group thinking this was going to be a casual walk.
Oh, what do you mean, hell of a day? What did you go?
I'm just gonna be like, first the guards busted, tell us how to get to our rooms, and then I hear from Revan, or not Revan, who was it? Revan who came to me, or someone?
Gone faint.
Donphan. I hear from Donphan that supposedly they're hunting the Duodane and Gondorians for death. So I go hide in my room with Woodbrand. We jump out the window, or I jump out the window. I realize I forget my armor, so Woodbrand shoves out the chest. As I'm putting my armor on, I hear the sound of exploding eggs in the tavern. Then the guard comes out, and while he's coming out, Woodbrand slips, falls on him, knocks him out. So we drag him off, and then our guard stumbles out over the pile of mattresses that we had put out beforehand, falls down. We have 2 guards running towards us from God knows where. I run. Woodbrand kinda hides / runs with me. And then there's fire inside.
Darebog just pipes up, aye, fire's done, but you said exploding eggs? That sounds like something Ursai would do. Wait a second. That must mean Ursai might still be alive, and Darebog just starts taking off towards the high tog, towards the tower.
Yeah, you booked
actually-
it out.
Hold on one second, let me do.
What about the animals, you fucking...
Still always worried about Horny.
Okay, never mind. I don't really care that I made the connection of exploding eggs in Ursai, but I really don't care that if he's alive or not.
It's a great thing happening there. Back to the other group. What are you in the tavern? What are you guys doing?
Which group?
You guys up top.
Phoenix is just looking out the window, still like hoping to find Revan. She's like, Revan, are you out there? Are you hiding?
Everyone's starting to come out. Yep, you see him down there. Everyone's starting to come out.
Phoenix just
pop out in front of guards.
Immediately so relieved, though, that Revan is out there.
You pop out in front of guards, Revan, and they see you fully armored, and they come towards you.
Mm-hmm.
There's a bit of confusion where there's fire. You're not supposed to have armor. You'll have to come with us. Yes, with us.
I want to run up and jump on this guy's back and fucking shock him right here.
You gonna shock him?
Yeah, I want to run up and jump on his fucking back and shock him right on his head.
Oh, no.
So you want to run up and shock him, athletics to jump on him?
Okay. Can I use a luck point for athletics?
Yep, yeah, you sure can.
Alright. Mythrus is like 49, so it's, pretty decent. Alright, so it's, okay, please. So it's plus 20, right?
Yep, plus 20.
Did I pass with plus 20?
Yes, you did. You passed with plus 20. You're on top of him. Now you got to roll your folk. So just roll a here. I'll roll your D100 because you don't have folk magic on the at the moment.
One
D1.
Better not cheat me, Lockie.
Hey, I'm sorry. What is your percentage? 97. I fumbled.
Oh.
You're on his back, and you try to summon up the magic points. You feel the power leave you, so it does cost a magic point.
How do I miss?
But But because it's not about it's about you bringing the power out. But yeah, he's swinging you on his back and going, "There's a dwarf on my back. It's you."
He knows a dwarf.
He can see you. He can see you when he's looking over. He can see your stupid little face.
As soon as
What's
that
happening
happens,
here?
can I
Head
like
off.
can I try to stealth in the bush again?
Wait, hold on. I was about to say, while this is going on, Faintus is yelling to the other guard, going, "Help! There's a fire! Please, you've got to help me get out of here! Please help!" And she's trying to like half distract him.
And I like roll perception to see if I hear
Is that
any
an influence? The building was on fire, and she thinks it's still on fire. She doesn't know the fire's out.
God
No, it's not to see.
Oh, okay.
I failed. I have no idea.
Yeah, it is shit. Nope. Dearborg.
Do I get like an easy or anything because like the building was just on fire?
These two don't know.
If it's an easy, I win.
All right, Dearbog heard it, and so he's gonna run around the corner and just go, "Stop! Stop! We're allies now. It's over. It's all over. Odolph, get off of him."
Revan just slowly creeping into the bushes.
They do not. They failed their willpower, so they're like, and this dude runs into the building to help, and this guy
It's an
goes,
easy because you're an elf.
"Well, why is this thing on me?"
I just
And he's trying
because
to
he's
hit
a-
him with his spear, but he can't
Oh
get.
no!
He might be
I
an
go,
elf, but he's still my friend.
Yeah, I just screamed, "He's an idiot! Odolph, just let go of him."
Can I hear Dereberg say this because he's around the corner?
Yep.
He just came around the corner.
Yep.
Wait, what'd you say the other one did, Lucky?
He ran inside because he believed you.
Oh yay!
Revan is a bush.
Revan is a
I
bush.
just like peek around the corner.
Yep.
Doesn't he see him go in the bush though?
Nope.
This dude did. The other dude didn't.
Right.
Can I shout, Dereberg, get off of him! Apparently everything's been solved. Let's not make things worse right now.
Oh no, if you're gonna get off, you're gonna stay on it.
I really want to stay on him, but
Just be like piggyback ride.
I'll be like, as long as you promise not to hurt my friends.
He says, "Your friends didn't try and jump on me and strangle me, but I can't say the same for you, dwarf. Get off, or it's gonna get worse."
Get off of him.
You get off of him, and he turns around. He's angry, and he points his spear towards you. He's like, "Right, that's an offense. You're coming with me."
I want to hit him in the head from behind with the butt of the spear.
I'm just gonna shout out, hey, with all the trouble and confusion, and if there is a new dog, maybe not threaten anyone, as my party's witness firsthand what happens when you piss off a targ. It usually involves you losing your head.
Roll an influence.
Oh, no.
I'm hitting him in the back of the head with the butt of the spear.
Would you like a luck point then, or keep it?
No,
yeah,
it'll give
we'll
him
luck
one.
point it. God. Do I have to reroll or?
Yeah, reroll. Yeah, if you want to use a luck point.
Oh god.
Well, he can reverse it too, right? So
You're a
make it
human. You can
48.
switch.
Yeah, make it 48.
That's
You
just
pass.
special ability.
I'll do that.
Right, you pass, and he's okay. He's got a. That's a good one. I might not be able to beat that. No, I don't beat it. I pass, but I don't beat it. He goes. he's slowly. You can see him slowly coming down. He's still pointing the things like. Right.
Does he turn around to like look at the guy that just yelled at him?
No, he's still facing thing, but his head turns to listen, and then back at the door. He goes. Right. I'll let you go this once, dwarf, for the misunderstanding and just shit's just going bad tonight, alright? It's just I haven't seen this happen. I'm having a bad night. I think you've had a bad night. Let's just say we end it here and you fuck off and I fuck the other way.
Revan shrinks further into the bush.
Sounds like a deal.
Right, and he fucks off that way. Is that enough?
Is he gone?
Whoa! Where did that come from? Who said that?
Mr. Bush.
Oh, my goodness.
We're good. Hello.
I thought you ran away after I saved you.
Give me an endurance roll, Eridor.
He just wants the bathroom. He'll be right back.
Okay. You do it, Finus. You've got access to a sheet. Next
Okay,
level.
right.
Thing just never rolls poorly for other people.
Oh, don't jinx me, my dude. I'm gonna be so disappointed if I fail this. though, to be fair.
No.
Okay, no, he's back. He's back. Endurance, my dude. Endurance, my dude. I'm not doing it for him. I'm not doing it for him. Not this one.
Do I have access to it? I don't know.
I'm not doing it. he's back. Endurance. I could roll your sheet actually for you, but he's talking about luck pointing it.
Hold on.
Just give him a minute.
I'm gonna.
He's working on it.
Alder, what are you doing out front? This all happening in front of you.
Oh, there we go. Sorry, I was muted. I'm just. Can I like roll a perception to see if I see everybody, getting out and hiding and moving around?
You're right in front of the door. You see everything. You see all of this happening in front of you.
You saw me jump on and try to risk my life for an elf. That say
Nope.
something.
94. So unless you
luck point it.
I guess I'm probably just gonna sit here and kind of watch the fire burn and see like what happens. I'm not really sure what to do right now.
Oh my god!
You could also swapped it, but that also works.
Oh, you did. You've found a new vigor, and you it's like you've reset.
Lucky. Since I've been going for so long, can I roll again to fail to see if I can boost up my?
Yes, I agree.
It has been training.
You need to go for a long time. About another hour, you probably can.
Oh no!
Come on, Lucky, give me one. Come on.
Pass another one. Yeah.
Pass another one.
Not yet. All right. The rest of it. So you're watching the fire burn. Gone, Fane and Fainus, you're still inside.
Fainus was just yelling to the guards, so she's just still looking out the window, just happy that Revan shrunk back into the bush.
Do I see Fainus up in the?
Yep, you see her up. You see her poking her head out the window.
Oh god!
Screaming that there's a fire and she needs help.
Yeah, I'm gonna yell at her and tell her to take the stairs.
Fainus just gonna put her finger up to her lips, like, shh. Revan needed that guard to go away. It's okay.
Okay.
I'm
just waiting for the guard to come in at this point because Fainus is supposed to be quote unquote trapped.
There's no guard there.
He left me to burn. I'm just gonna look at Gonfei and say, "So what's going on? There's a fire. There's a tug." And she's just very confused and very concerned. Her eyes are still red from crying. She's just all kinds of messed up.
Is she looking out the window still, just wondering?
Yep. Oh, well, she's turned towards Gonfei now, so she's not looking out the window.
I could see out the window though. I would be turned a little bit to the left, but I could still see out the window.
Do I hear her say any of that? I'm just gonna go. It's a day. Let's just end it today.
Oh, so I should just go to bed?
I believe so. As this moment, all I know, I nail.
As you guys are talking up into the thing, talking to each other, one of the captains comes out through the front doors and he says, he looks around, and he looks towards Dearborg because he was up there. No one else is out here that was there, and he says, "Dwarf, gather your friends and head up to the tower. The Targ would like to speak with you, the rest of you. There's no more curfew. There's no more curfew." He looks out to the rest of the people that are gathered around behind you and stuff, and he says, "There's no more curfew. We have a new Targ. We have High Targ Hagrel. He will bring you a different type of rulership. Please, don't be afraid."
As he says, I'm just going to look around, count everybody and be like, "Aye," and then count Fainus up there and aye, who's missing?
I guess Fane just look around and go, has anybody seen Eridor?
Nope.
I don't think I've seen him since shopping earlier this day.
I'm just gonna go. He wasn't in our room when we jumped out the window.
Well, where would he have been then? We only had these 2 rooms, I thought.
Aridon, rolled insight, and Odolf rolled insight.
Is Gonfane with the group, or where is
So
he?
can Revan.
Yep, you're up. You're still up top in the same room as Mandus.
Okay. Well, I was standing over by the balcony. Did I go back in?
Yeah.
Okay.
He is.
Is Breglivor there too?
Was that Aridon?
Is Breglivor there?
No, he's still back with the people, the animals.
Darabog's gonna say, "All right, well, if anyone can remember where Eridor is, go grab him. I'm gonna go grab Breglivor."
What's the search for Eridor?
About that, I don't. He's.
Are you saying this from the bush?
No, I'm outside the bush. I'm
Oh, okay. Famous is like immediately on seeing Revan come out. She's gonna run downstairs, to like go see Revan. I guess she's just like running downstairs.
All right, you go downstairs. Gonfane, you following you? Staying up there.
Was I? No, I was. I'm gonna go look for.
You were in a room with me.
All right. So everyone outside, you go look for
sensible one.
Deerbog. So you go. You know that there's rooms on the other side. So you go to the first room. Oops. Go to the first room, to the first door.
I'm looking for Daraborg, not.
Oh, Deerbog. Sorry, I thought you looked for Eridor.
No,
you can see Eridor.
that
You can see
guy.
Deerbog. You can see Eridor Deerbog outside that balcony window that you're at.
Alright, if he's outside, then I'm just gonna attempt to basically drop down.
Alright, so you want to drop down. Are you over 50?
Is it acrobatics?
Athletics or acrobatics?
I believe my athletics is over 50, so.
So there's no stress now. You climb down effortlessly and rejoin the group down the bottom.
I just drop down next to the door and kind of put a arm on a shoulder and attempt to walk slightly further away from the group.
Okay, so you're trying to take Deerbog away.
Can I happen to notice? Just go. Where the hell are you two going?
Yeah,
as he does,
you go over to see him.
I just want to say, hold on, real quick. I just want to say, while Fandus is running down all that time, I've already got Breglibor and said, "Hey, we're going to meet the High Targ. We want you to come with us."
I want to ask, like, where are the animals at in the group in general?
As he says that, as I'm walking away, I'm like, "Follow me."
You should probably put the animals back before they decide to wander off, since they're taking.
You guys are going to do so. Fantasy isn't down here yet, but the dropping down of thing happened first. So you guys are moving towards that way first. So Deerbog, Odolf, and Gonfane, you're all going towards, or whoever else is going towards the animals. So you just start to go away. Fanus comes outside, sees Revan.
She's just gonna like run and completely engulf him in a hug. She just grabs onto him, just clinging hug.
Yep.
She starts like getting teary-eyed again. She says, "I'm so glad you came back."
Yep. Told you I would. Everything's fine. See.
All right. Briglibor. Well, you guys get to Briglibor. You want to do anything, Gonfane, before he gets to Briglibor?
Yeah. Just as we're walking over, I'm gonna lean down to him and kind of whisper in his ear to be like, and just say, you know, it's rare to have that much fun in one evening and to not be arrested for it. Then just kind of smile and continue walking.
Deerbog just like pats him in like the lower back. Is like, I agree.
Well, I guess can make sure that your transportation hasn't left with any extra goods.
I open the door.
Yeah, but he's there. He's still there. You say that thing to him, and he's like, I'll meet you there. I'll put the animals back in their stalls, and then I'll come up."
Yeah, we'll help you. We'll get it done real quick.
So you all go take them back in their stalls.
Well, while we're doing that, I'm also going to quickly check every bag on all the animals.
All right. Yep. You check all the beasts of burdens are fine. Okay, all the beasts of burdens, but the which horse were you riding at the start?
The white one.
Yeah, there's shit in the saddlebags of the white one.
All right, hold up. How would it? Why would there be shit in that saddlebag?
Because you weren't.
There's shit in the saddle. There's shit in the saddlebag. You don't know.
No, like Lockie, like the front gate guard may have saw Eridor riding it, but the guard that we gave the animals to get put away saw me having it.
There's shit in the saddlebags.
All right.
Don't worry,
I'm
there's a
gonna
new
take-
tog. We can figure this out.
Hi, I'm gonna make sure someone's head rolls because this isn't the first time this has happened.
As famous as seeing.
I just think they should enjoy a few spoonfuls of it before. I don't think we need to kill anybody.
Well,
Maybe a light
I'll make
snack.
sure. Well, I'll make sure that the owner of the horse gets to do it. And I'm just gonna like gently pat the horse and give it a little pet.
It neighs against you. It's looking
All right,
for food.
No, I go and grab a thing of hay and give it to it, like a handful of hay. And then I look around the group and say, "All right, let's go meet back up with everybody and go see the high targ."
When Phaenix was watching the group walk away, she kind of like in between sniffles, like releases her grip a little bit on Revan and says, if you want to go with the group, go ahead. I'm just happy you're okay. She kind of like releases her grip and she just kind of like wipes her eye a little bit.
We'll just kind of pat her on the head.
People start filtering slowly back into the tavern, help clean up. People are talking all around you and going, Hagrid, I've heard of him. He's supposed to be nice. Maybe we'll enjoy life now. Things like that sort, all murmuring as you guys are assembling in the front. What would you like to do as a group?
I'm gonna look in there real quick and see if I can see the guard, like the captain that ran down previously and was being all craphead towards everyone.
Yep, he's sitting at a table, just head sunken.
I'm gonna lean over to the other two guards and that came down that were Hagrel's men and say, hey, I'd bring him. He was one of the two that came down and put out the orders to capture the Dunedains and lock everybody up. I think he needs to have a brief conversation with the Tog as well.
Right, I'll go tell him.
To the Tog.
So he goes off. One of them goes off. The other one starts walking towards the thing. Who's everyone going?
Yep.
Yeah.
To the Tog.
So you all is Woodbrand, you still here?
Yeah, what's up?
No, cool. Just checking. So you all go towards the night. It's night time. There's no curfew now. You head towards the main gate, and then you trek up the top while Eridor is going to. Are you finished, Eridor, or would you like to keep rolling?
Oh hell, I'm gonna keep rolling. Give me 1 sec.
Eridor comes fucking banging down the stairs.
It is completely feasible to have sex for a whole night. I've heard stories, so keep going.
I've heard stories, he says.
I've never done it, but I've just heard stories. Go ahead and roll, sir.
Endurance, up.
Reroll. I said it first. No!
Even better.
He's still going. Okay, so you all go without him. So you all go. Up
Why
to the
is it
target.
we all have shit perception? Yeah, his fucking endurance is like the only thing actually fucking doing anything.
Yep.
Eridor.
You don't have to. You don't have to worry about the map now. So you go. You make your trek up there, and there's people. They're coming out now, and guards you can see on your way up. instead of beating the slaves, the Danish slaves, they are feeding them. They're clothing them. It looks like the orders have trickled down for the people who are out there and heard them. The orders have trickled down, and they're being a lot nicer to them, making sure that they're okay, tending to them, carrying them. Things like taking all the shackles you can just see aligned on the sides of the pavement and things like that. Some guards aren't looking happy and just moving away. They've dropped their shield and spear and have moved on southwards past you, and they give you not very nice looks. And but it's a lot different scene than when you first enter the city. It's like just change is already happening, and you move up through the gates and back into the tower, and the council was still there. But before that happens, is Ursai wanting to do anything with the Targ? Talking wise,
I mean, if the Tog has anything else to relay to Ursai's where we ended last time with Ursai, was Ursai just saying it. He'll head back to the village the following morning, to deal with the dissidents there. After he had a night to rest and spend some time in a religious building from the Dunedains.
Right, and so you stayed with him, and he reconvened the council, and they started talking about all these changes, and most of the Targs were in favour. There's one or two that had voiced their concerns about the slaves, about how we're going to get things done and things like that. But the debate went on. That was the only topic that they were debating, the slaves and those the other couple rules that Hagrid thinked out, because he announced them straight away without asking the thing. He just put them out there. They discussed those. Hagrid, he just explained that we have to change our ways for other races to view them in a different light, so that they are stronger with allies than without, even though they as a people are strong, and that they have to work together, and that he doesn't want to order the Targs to do things. He wants the support of them, and they did all vote to go to war to the north, so they were all on board. Some did look begrudgingly, but they did vote. So you did see people voting for yes, but then you saw them going, oh, was it really because they wanted to, or just because the whole group was doing it? About two of them, and they just talk about that. And then in that time, the group comes into the big circle.
So, did Ursai receive any responsibilities or anything from Hagrid, or is he?
Not yet. The straight after that talk, then the meeting happened, and it'll probably happen after.
That's what I'll check.
Is this the whole group, Locky? Like, who all went?
Except for the clapping cheeks man.
Okay.
So the whole group is there.
He's gonna have a very different morning or story in the morning.
You weren't blindfolded coming through the start of the tower, and you came up. So when you did, those who did go through when you're blindfolded, it was just black obsidian rock and pillars and altars, and the room was empty, dark, empty. As you see, and then you went up, and then back into the white marble room of this tower, and people sitting in their chairs debating. By this time, guards have collected the bodies of the two dead Targs, and moved them on. And they
probably.
Yeah, and they see the Hagrid sees you enter, and he says, "Ah, friends," and he addresses the rest of the council. These people here are what have changed the thinking and the ways that we do things. Yes, our people haven't been hospitable to other races, as you see before us. But even though that happens, they have still helped us. That is what we need. I'd like to thank this group of weary adventurers for all their help and showing us the way. And he looks at Revan, Ursa, and Gonfane, and gives a wink as he says that. And get off the kit. And he says, please rest tonight, and I'll speak to you before you leave the city. You can stay in this tower instead of the tavern below, if you wish. We'll finish our meeting, and I will be with you in the morning. And he bows to you.
Bow back, God, yeah. Anybody that doesn't bow Revan will like hit him on the back of the head and like push their head down.
I'm just gonna ask. Will you see it to that our mounts will not be harmed?
No one in the city shall be harmed again, as long as I can help it, man or beast.
You seem very fair and just. Thank you, sir.
He bows again.
Can I like whisper with Revan and just go, "What the hell happened to work on in the middle of the night?"
Story for another day.
Yep. You all hear this? Oh, the whispering.
No, the
he's
whispers.
whispering.
Yeah.
Roll a perception for the whisper. If you want to hear it.
Right.
Can I also roll to hear this? I'm like glued to Revan's
Yep.
side. Like I am like arm to arm with Revan.
Yep, I'm rolling.
Can't wait to fail. Ooh, a 10.
If you pass, you hear it. If you don't, you don't. You're all so close together, so it's just normal.
Godfane's just gonna lean over and
We all hear this shit.
You know what?
Gonna-
Everyone else is rolling for it. I will too.
Godfane's just gonna lean over to Ariadon and be like, "Well, we came up here. The previous Tog was gonna imprison us and kill us. Then Ursai talked to that guy, and he just kind of casually points at the new Taga, Hagrel, and convinced him to have a duel with the Taga. And then we did some things, and the Taga died. So now Hagrel's in charge, and we're not gonna die anymore."
Back.
That's
As soon as you say did some things, Revan's just gonna like nudge him with his elbow.
What?
I'm just gonna
We watched
go.
them fight. That's something.
I'm just gonna go. I don't even want to know what some things means, but so long as it works out, I guess.
I'm gonna turn around.
However-
We're alive now. That's all that matters.
I'm just gonna go. However, let's not try this again.
But, well, as I see it, we've secured an ally in the region. All lived. And, it was fun. Did you not have fun? Have you ever jumped out of a window before?
I'm just gonna.
You knocked out
gonna-
2 city guards and you didn't get arrested. You should hide them better. He was sticking out of the bush, by the way.
I'm just gonna calmly go. I'm just gonna like just look forward and go. No comments about the window.
Did you see what happened when I threw the explosives in the room?
No, but I could hear your handiwork.
Oh, man. That... Still on a high right now. That was... I haven't had that much fun since I started a riot.
Darebog's gonna pipe up.
Away.
Yeah, Darebog's gonna pipe up. You almost blinded me. I walked in right after it happened.
Fortunate timing, I suppose.
Faintus is gonna. I'm guessing we're still with the Tog.
Yep. Just
This is
you're
all
whispering in
whispered
front of
I was like, Faintus is gonna pipe up and go, excuse me, and she's gonna bow first and say, if you were hurt at all, I am a doctor, so if you need anything, please let me know.
He goes. He bows back to you and goes, "Thank you. I'm fine. I believe you need. I believe rest is what your group would need after tonight."
I would agree. It's an honor to meet you.
We'll speak in the morning.
Yes, please go rest. We will see you then.
Regdwall pipes up and he goes, "We should leave tomorrow."
He said we had to meet him first before we can leave.
Yes. After that, then we go.
Okay.
Right.
Wait, am I going? I'm so confused.
I'm guessing that the Tog has turned and left at this point.
He's
we're-
no, he's still
We're in
there.
the council
He's still
chamber.
there.
We have to
He's-
leave.
Yeah, he's still there because they're having a meeting.
Oh, okay. Faith is gonna walk out.
Let's, I suppose we should... Those of us who are going to the tavern, I vote we drink until we pass out.
Venus is gonna grab Revan's hand, put the thing he left with her back in his hand. She's gonna go to Gonfane, put the marble back in his hand, and then she's gonna walk out.
Gonfane is just going to have, like, the most shocked and crestfallen look on his face.
Who's going to the tavern? Anybody? Or
Does
you
she
gonna take
always
up a
return people's gifts? He just kind of turned to Revan, like,
He'll,
almost
like,
a tear in his eye.
Pat his shoulder and like, she is a
This
good
was
woman.
very special. I gave it to her in a vulnerable moment. She just discards it.
What? It's a trust thing. She's returning what was given as it was a parting gift, and you were back with us.
She still has the other marble you
Wasn't
gave
a
her.
parting gift. She was crying in the corner because of you, and I handed it to her. Well, I left it on the floor.
Well, she no longer
You
needs
really
it.
messed up. And I'm just gonna walk off and visibly upset.
Is there anything anyone else want to do for the night?
Hold on, visibly upset. You wear a fucking mask. How would we tell if you're visibly upset?
Because I'm walking extra, like, jerky.
Sassily.
Okay?
Walking
Okay,
extra
Venus
Kind
noticed
of
this.
half stomping my feet as I leave.
Would
like a
Venus like be able to
toddler.
hear the stomping and notice that Gonfane is like dejected?
I'm gonna make sure she sees me, see her look at me, and then I'm gonna turn my head and, like, sigh almost, like, just
She's gonna,
slightly
like-
loud enough so the Tog can kind of hear it from
She'll
down the
jog over
hall.
and be like, "Wait, what's wrong? What did I do?
I'm not talking to you right now.
Why? But did you not want me to return that?"
He's not talking to you right now.
Venus just looks so upset. She says, "I'm sorry. Revan handed me something before you came in and said that he would leave it with me and that he would come to collect it. So I'm sorry if I
Did
assumed.
you give it to Revan first?
I gave what he left with me, so I assumed you were leaving something with me as well, as a promise that you would return."
I didn't leave. I was in the room with you the whole time after I gave it to you.
No, you
Or
left.
was I? I don't remember when I gave it to you, but either way,
You-
it's mine now. I'm gonna just put it in, like, you can see me throw it in my mouth and swallow it.
She's gonna look at you and go, that
Is
is
that a marble?
gonna be
Is that a marble?
comfortable." Yes,
Yeah, it's
the
a marble.
marble. It's a glass marble.
There's charge choking there. Hang on
Dude,
here. Hang on.
it's a ball of marble.
No,
a
you don't
ball.
choke. You don't choke. You don't choke.
Oh my
Not a
God.
freaking 3-incher.
As he,
I'm still willing to risk it.
as he does, like Darabog's like gonna be already walking out out to leave because he wants to go back down towards the bar, and he just sees that happen. He goes, I know a certain shopkeep that would like those skills,
no.
and he just keeps walking.
Venus just looks mortified at the fact that he just swallowed a marble.
Okay.
'Cause
Let
I,
that be a lesson to you, and I'll just walk.
I was gonna say, if
Those
there's
of you who are
something-
staying in the tower are getting can be escorted to rooms, and those of you that go to the tavern, you go back and you find the people are happy. They're fixing things up. It's not there's no structural damage or anything with the fire or anything, but people are cleaning it up, and there's other people starting to drink as well and get back to normal. It wasn't that
Do
much
I
damage.
roll another endurance?
Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh my
Jesus.
So
God.
how do you want to
Oh,
do this
God.
there, Chief? If
Does he come if he fails?
You've gone, yes. No, he's already come, but he's gone all the way till morning. He's had sex all night.
To be fair, I probably came like 5 times now.
Yeah, this is like the 6th round.
That was my 5th endurance roll.
But it is warranted a skill increase.
Oh my god!
And this would be at a formidable, right?
No, this is just for
skill. This is skill. This has nothing to do with you lasting. You've already done that.
Yeah, but I would still be rolling at a formidable. Like if I had a skill that I was working on, and I would want to make it harder for me to pass.
No, you kept passing your shit, so there ain't no penalties, do you?
Fuck you, Lockie. 1d6. Where is it?
There you get 1. You passed.
Oh fuck.
Yeah. You got 1.
Oh well. Still fucking Giga Chat over
Are you
here.
still? You got a skill increase from what you're doing. That's cool. All right. So the night. Is anyone wanting to do anything before the night is over?
I'm just gonna drink a couple pints and go to bed.
I'm gonna return to my book.
I'm staying at the tower.
I'm
staying at the tower.
I'm gonna go back to my room at the tavern because the tower is.
I'm gonna drink a couple and go back to the tower.
Okay.
Darebug's gonna see if there's any tall women.
All right. The Tigers go. They're tall women. Yeah, there's tall women. Taller than you.
And Ursai is gonna stay behind. He's gonna just address. Yeah. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
He's gonna talk to you. He's gonna talk to you. The Tiger's gonna talk to you. So you stay there and listen to the rest of the meeting.
That's just a guard ever since the fight.
Basically. Yeah, you're standing right beside him as his visor because that's what you wanted to be. So you're right next to him. You're like his right hand man. And they just continue talking about plans, enacting plans. That he wants to leave in a week. So gathering supplies, troops, and in a week they want to leave to north. And telling them to go out now and enact all these new policies in their towns. And that he has announced that you are going to be taking over Taldore and has told you to go sit in his chair that he was in as a Targ of the region.
All right. Ursai won't really say anything. He'll simply nod an affirmation and kind of give a not a full bow, but enough to show proper respect and indicate support before walking up towards the chair and taking a seat.
And more of that talking, and then that ends, and then he comes down towards you instead of you coming up towards him. And so he goes, "You and your companions have been invaluable to me and our people. I've shown gratitude that I can. Is there anything else that you and your people need before you head on your journey?"
Well, hey, I am sure that there's always some food that would be in need, or funds of anything, possibly armor, but
herbs, plants, plant shit.
I don't know, just I think it may be best to ask them tomorrow morning when they arrive here, and they can each let you know what they may stand in need of. I think what each one values may be a bit different, and I don't know, it's hard to say with the journeys that we've been on so far what we're hurting for and what we're not. We've been separated a bit with the events back in your village, and I guess here in Kameth Bryn as well. I haven't had a chance to speak with them.
Of course. Please have some rest yourself, and we'll speak in the morning.
Thank you.
All right, and with that, we'll have intermission. So go ahead and celebrate, you bastards, and we'll be back in about 20 minutes.
Listen, y'all can be as proud as you want, but I'm even more proud than all of you.
Fine. We have successfully secured an army, formed a new alliance, killed bad dudes, set a fire without getting arrested, and knocked out 2 guards for